Hey there, this is Mini Pots, and I am revealing a mail call. This is from Badger Games. I have already opened the box, not to be mean, but I wasn't sure if I would be able to do something like this on it, and I wanted to make sure it's what I was looking for. It is from Badger Games, and there are some cool things in here. I got some more lionesses and cubs. The cubs look like they're the exact same ones from uh, Eureka, but they aren't. Now that I'm seeing them side by side, we'll look at those in a second. And this is, again, everything in it's for I got was for the game Hide, Stone, and Bone. And I got in some bison. They look a little bit large, but I think that'll work out okay. I've got two of those. And you hunt different animals, and you hunt the auk, and you hunt the bison, and you hunt the elk, and you can be hunted by different animals. Cave hyenas, and these are by Obelisk Miniatures. Now this is cave bears. And this is a Lucid Eye miniature satyr. I don't know. The cloven hoofed, fawn looking critters. I think you can figure out which game I got this for. It's for the Warriors of Athena. And I'm sorry to be running a little bit slow. It is a little bit late. The kids have been after me all afternoon. They've had one of those days. I've had one of those days, and you probably know what that's like. But I wanted to share this. And then North Star Wolves. So I do not have that yet. None of these, all these are brand new to me. So that came across weird the way I began it. So I'm going to pause the video and back up a little bit. And magic. And yes, we're going to move stuff over. And I want to do some openings. Now, I'm intrigued with Lucid Eye because I just recently saw another discussion of their Greeks and Romans by Dom on Plastic Crack podcast, where he goes in to give them a chance because some of the detail and some of the minis are just nice minis. Well, I noticed them, and I've got to agree. Their minis are nice, and they have some. Oh, that's a cool. That was stupid. Okay. The case. Anyway. I'm not going to straighten anything right now, but look, it's a fawn with a spear. A horn. Or a satire. And I think they'll all work fine on that base. Yeah. And that'll work great with my... Okay, so let's put him back. Now, Reaper Miniatures does some cool fawns too. So don't be... Or satires. That's going to bother me, but anyway. Wolves. We've seen wolves before. I'm just curious. Yeah, I'll have to do some base trimming, but I think most of these will fit on the 25 millimeter round. And for these guys, I might actually go on the Citadel type space, the rimmed base. But there's a nice variety of poses. And why would I want to do that? Because I have other games that I can use them in and would use them in. And a vast majority of my miniatures are based on the 25 millimeter rimmed stuff, like the Citadel type bases. Now this is another one that I was. This is Savage Core Primals Warbringers. So I was trying to cut, this part open. Now I was intrigued because these minis actually look pretty darn detailed. And let's go a little bit closer. And these are the Lucidai Savage Core Warbringers. And you encounter something in, or can encounter something in Hide, Stone, and Bone that is a primal type opponent that are smarter than the average bear. And these I thought would suffice. These looked cool. I could see painting these like white apes or orangish, reddish color. Right next to a person, they're not going to be quite so big, but you get the idea. You wouldn't want to meet them. They also do some cool Atlantean and Amazonians. They also have some interesting, what would I call them? Nazis. That's what I would call them. Interesting Nazis. So those are Lucidai Productions. These are beautiful minis. They do, Lucidai does some stuff that could be suitable for Dungeons and Dragons. If you're doing tabletop gaming, Death Wizards, or just a lot of different games. They have adventurers and stuff. Okay. Let's look at the North Star Africa. Now, I'm not, I was initially, when I popped it open, I said, shoot, they are a different size than my lions and cubs from, he has a ginormous piece of flashing hanging from his chin. So it's a little bit smaller than which works out okay. And another one. And then the lionesses. And they will fit. Yeah, plenty of room. And I'm happy I did that. It gives a little bit more variety to my pride. I'll have to trim off a little off the front and the back. There's some flashing I'll have to take care of, but it's nice. This one's really nice, I thought. I'll have to trim some flashing, but that's okay. And the nice thing about it, because lions can be one of your animals that hunt you, and I will have plenty of those. African hyenas. Now these are obelisk. They had some cool giant apes, and that's one of the opponents that you can have. Usadai Miniatures does a neat one, and it's like Mighty Joe Young size, maybe a little bit smaller, but yeah, we have a child who's, oh, these are for slaughter bases. We have a child who thinks she's hungry, so he just does not want to go to sleep. So I'm sorry if you're hearing any of that. I don't have any spare slaughters, but I can. Such a strange looking. They almost look fantastic, but knowing that they're real critters is even. I thought they would all be in proportion with. And these are their African hyenas by Obelisk Miniatures. And so, hey, listen, I know I'm running a little bit slow, but if you like and this content and you want to see more of it, give me a favor, like and subscribe. And hopefully you're getting something out of it, because I know I am. And I don't have my other. We have some more bears. Now these are massive. I wouldn't want to have these picked up and thrown at me. Which I think are more appropriate for cave bear type critters. That is bigger than my polar bear. Or the other brown bears. These are huge. And I forget what company these guys were from. And there's 3 of those in that pack. And then we have The bison. Now these actually may have been for a little bit larger scale, like a 32 millimeter. But that's a bison calf. It's sort of, poor thing. It is sort of homely, but it just barely fits in that. And got two of those. Then we have I don't think these are so far out of, yeah. Because I've seen bison in real life. And I can remember them being immense, almost as large as my dad's Pontiac station wagon. The cool puddle base. Okay. I'll have to see about printing out the order so I can write down all the numbers. But I'll work on getting that straightened. And I did find someone on Etsy who's had a Stone Axe miniature commercial license, and they are, I'm not sure if it's a he or she, they are printing for me the bison, not bison, I almost said water buffalo, woolly rhino. I need to get some more 3x1 millimeter little disc magnets, but yeah, I have a nice little bison. I am getting set up for prey, and prey. I'm happy. This is coming around. I managed to get a little bit of, pardon my yawn, painting done on my lions from Eureka. I really, really, really like these. I was sort of surprised that I would like them so much. And this was like sort of a birthday present to myself. And I really shouldn't have done it, but it's considering that there's like 2 or 3 Kickstarters going on right now that I'm interested in. And so there's 3 different poses. There's this, or critters, that one, and the calf. They all have a little bit of flashing or horn straightening out or tail straightening out type of stuff. But it's not uncool. It's like I was looking at a miniature of a giant that stood 60 millimeters, so it's 6 centimeters, so it would be like a nice hill giant, mountain giant type size. But you can see, yeah. Okay. Hey, thank you. Thank you very much if you made it this far. I appreciate it and hope you thought these critters were cool. I will get these based up and painted shortly. I didn't expect that. I'm going to finish my lions first, but I'm happy with the way they're coming along. So when I was looking at pictures of lions, I realized Excuse me. I'm sorry to do that to you. That they are more of, they're not the golden yellow that we think of. They're more of a silky white with some blondie brownie tones to them. So I went with a ivory, and then I'll be doing a olive, a little bit of olive on it, and then I'll be doing some of my British khaki, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing um, uniform base, or I'll probably be doing British khaki, and then on the main do uniform base with British khaki, and then British uniform lights. And also for bootstrap brown from War Painter, I was thinking of doing like at the tips, like the tail, very end of the mane type of thing. So, and you can see how they're coming out. This is the Sprue Dude base stuff. And I did the Vallejo Earth, pressed some in, then let it dry for 24 hours, then did some glue, water, soap mixture, and put that on. Added a little bit more, and I am just really tickled about that. I don't foresee it being all deserty, plainy stuff, but that's my game. And thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it, and you have a great night. Happy gaming.